Welcome back, adventure seekers. It's Cruise1st TV holiday squad back on duty again, seeking out the biggest and best adventures around the world. Now this time, prepare yourselves for the exotic, the tropical and the fascinating as we head east with Celebrity Cruises.
Ignite the senses as you embark on a journey to the mystical lands of Asia, a mesmerizing destination offering a unique blend of the ancient and the modern, the traditional and the contemporary. As you cruise from one captivating port to another, you'll be immersed in a melting pot of stunning landscapes, magnificent architecture, and truly unforgettable experiences. Take in the futuristic skyline in Shanghai, enjoy world-class shopping in bustling Bangkok, soak up the cosmopolitan atmosphere in Kuala Lumpur, and of course, sip a Singapore sling at the iconic Raffles Hotel in Singapore. So if you're ready, let's cruise amazing Asia.
Do you know what? Always a part of the world which completely and utterly fascinates me. And funnily enough, you know, I feel like I'm not quite ready to go that far, you know, because I've only just dipped my toe in like America and whatever, and that's like, right, okay, so I'm really giddy about that at the moment. I think that happens with holidays, doesn't it? You find a part of the world that you're like, you know, it happened 20 years ago for me with the Canaries, and now I'm like, love the Canaries and whatever. Now I've discovered America. Now it's brilliant. You start kind of taking little steps out, and then you think, this is what I'm leading to. You still want to leave things to look forward to, don't you? Because you haven't either been to the Far East.
No, I haven't anywhere like that, but I feel ready. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
I need to play catch up. Well, it all looks incredible, let me tell you. And coming up in this show, we've got Christmas next year in Bali lined up with a Thailand and Malaysia cruise. Or maybe you'd like to see out 2025 in style from the rooftops of Singapore. This is so you, by the way, with a Southeast Asia cruise. And we'll be cruising the famous spice route from Singapore to Mumbai, collecting memories along the way for 2026. It's all on the way, and it all sounds very exciting.
And all of these offers have classic drinks and Wi-Fi included on the cruise, and exceptionally low ocean view upgrade prices, just £99 per person on our three main offers. So, shall we get started? Yeah. And we're talking about Christmas next year, far away, when on the 6th of December we start 22 nights away by flying over to Singapore to start things off with a 2-night hotel stay.
This is lovely. You know what? Maybe you're further ahead of me about Singapore and the Far East, because collectively we talk about Singapore so much, and sometimes when you talk about somewhere, you know, so many times, like eventually you feel like, I have to be there, I have to go, I want to go and see.
Well, I always ask people when I know sort of we're preparing for a show and there's somewhere I haven't been to. So my sister's been to Singapore, and I'll always say, oh, what's it like? What would you do while you're there? And it makes me want to go. She said it's just a wonderful place. So you'll have a great time, a couple of nights in Singapore before joining the Celebrity Millennium, and this will be for your 13-night luxury all-included cruise. Wow. I mean, we are loving Celebrity, aren't we?
Yes.
The ships are beautiful.
And they do blow you away. I think, to be honest with you, if you've never ever taken a cruise holiday before, if Celebrity was your first look at the cruising world, you would never move from it. Do you know what I mean? You would just think, oh my word, this is amazing. Because
actually, my first ever cruise was with Celebrity. Yeah, and I was like,
and it spoils you to some degree, doesn't it? Because it's kind of like, you know, I mean, you live up in the Lake District. Is the home of the spa resort, isn't it?
Of
you know,
course,
it's the big thing these days.
The luxury district hotels and
that's lovely, because you know you might have a day or two, you know, in a nice hotel and a spa resort and whatever, and just think, oh, do you know what? I really needed that. Well, this is kind of like the equivalent of that turned up to 99, isn't it? But it's so much more than just a hotel and a spa, isn't it?
Oh,
so much more.
It's just pure luxury, and I think we're going to a part of the world, like we've said, we haven't been to, and this is such a great way to do it. I'd love to say with all your familiarities of home, but I mean, I don't know if your house looks like this, and this is your daily life, but do you know what I mean? It does make going somewhere that's a little bit more exotic, off the beaten track, or different to what you've done before, it just makes everything feel...
Yeah, because you come back to the familiarity And the big cuddle, if you like, the big luxury cuddle of knowing that, you know, you've unpacked once, you're going to all of these different countries and, you know, unfamiliar places, but then you're coming back to your beautiful stateroom, which is beyond a 5-star hotel. You know, everything is there, all your home comforts are there as well, which is lovely. Such a range of different restaurants while you're on board as well, which is absolutely
gorgeous restaurants. I think that's something that Celebrity are just doing so well, because they're making each restaurant, obviously you've got different offerings, but kind of the whole experience is different as well. You know, with Le Petit Chef, you've got kind of a show within a meal, haven't you?
Yes.
As well, which is important. There's so many lovely bars on board as well, whether you want somewhere more vibrant and a bit lively, or whether you want to go something a bit more low-key. You know, you have got all of those options on board. Look at that, Cellar Masters. Wow, to do something really, really fabulous wine tasting. You would just have such a great time. Of course, so you've got wonderful restaurants. You've got this wonderful spa. Oh, in the evening, you've got this theatre, this fantastic Broadway-style shows every evening, the entertainment as well. Wow. That's included as well. So you're cruising out of Singapore, arriving in Phuket in Thailand. Now here you'll get an overnight, which is fantastic. Thailand's really famous for all the elephant sanctuaries they have there. You can go and observe them if you want to, or perhaps you can even go and interact with them. It's amazing. Feed them. You even get the chance to bathe an elephant. I don't know if that's something I'd do, but perhaps you'd like to give it a go. Why not, when in Thailand? Next, it's Langkawi in Malaysia. Now here you can ride the cable car to the top of Gunung Mat Singkang and walk on the Langkawi Sky Bridge, and you just get the most incredible panoramic views of the whole island and the sea and beyond. Very, very beautiful. It's Penang next. Now here you've got another overnight in port. The beaches here are absolutely gorgeous, but if you want to do a little more and actually have an overnight, head over to Blue Mountain. It's a beautifully restored historic mansion, and it showcases traditional Chinese architecture as well. Just absolutely beautiful to see. Kuala Lumpur is next. Now this is a great place because you've got cultural diversity, modernity, but then you've got historical charm as well. I know, all together amazing. One of the key landmarks really here to visit, which I'm sure you've heard of, the Petronas Twin Towers. Well worth a visit. A couple of days at sea, you'll arrive in Selakambawang in Indonesia. Here you've got the Banjar Hot Springs, natural hot springs with sulfuric water. Now I've never experienced this before, but that is something I'd really love to do. Apparently lots of therapeutic properties. Lombok is next. Here you've got an amazing cultural centre. Now it's in Mataram, and the centre showcases traditional music, dance performances, cultural exhibitions as well. You can see cultural shows, learn about all the different things and take part in workshops. Bali is next, where you have an overnight on board in port, which you'll enjoy. Then you'll come off the cruise and you get a 5-night hotel stay. Oh, in beautiful Bali.
Yeah, because it would almost be wrong, wouldn't it, to end the cruise in Bali, not see any of it, and then fly back from there. Given that it's Christmas and all of that, and you will be celebrating Christmas on Bali as well. It's just such a lovely way to round off this holiday, and every time you lay on a beach, you sit, you relax, you have a massage, you have a nice cocktail or whatever it might be. While you're on this part of the holiday in Bali, every time you just sit and look at each other, you're going to be thinking, I wonder what the weather's like at home.
Pinch me, is this real life? This feels like heaven. Amazing.
You'll be Skyping and FaceTiming home and all the rest of it.
For sure.
Is it rainy there? Is it cold there? And the average temperature you'll be enjoying will be somewhat different to the folks back home. But anyway, then you can be a nice advocate for being away over Christmas, which is lovely, because getting away over Christmas and New Year is wonderful. It's a really, really special experience. To be somewhere like Bali over Christmas, amazing, amazing. You know, sometimes at Christmas time, you're up to here with it, and you just think, you know what, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. This is why so many people get away on this kind of holiday. It's amazing because it just makes for such an easy life at this time of the year. So this is planning for next year, because you probably already have this Christmas sorted one way or another. It's not that far away, sadly. This is for next December, 22 nights in all. including Christmas, of course, flying out to Singapore, your 2-night hotel stay there, 13 nights of cruising on Celebrity Millennium. Remember, the classic drinks and the Wi-Fi are included there as well. So we're cruising Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia. Now we've got overnight stays. Just to explain an overnight, by the way, that means on a cruise you would arrive on day one, be able to get off the ship, go and do things there, maybe go and see the place by night as well, and then you won't leave until, you know, quite late on the second day. So you kind of get 2 bites of the same cherry, which is wonderful. So overnight in Phuket in Thailand and Penang in Malaysia on this. You end with a final overnight in Bali, then you leave the ship and stay in a hotel in Bali for 5 nights over Christmas, and then fly back to the UK. Can't guarantee Turkey, but you know what? Do you need it when you're in Bali? Deposit today on this holiday is just £199 each, and almost any price I could put up on the screen right now. And you'd say, I love the idea, but look at that. We have got a lot into that holiday. And you know what? Traveling at Christmas, you know, it is like travelling in the middle of summer. As soon as you include the actual Christmas period, the price of travel goes bananas, because a lot of people do want to be away. Maybe that's what you'll have on Christmas Day instead of turkey. Bananas. Oh, nice fresh bananas from Bali. Do they grow bananas on Bali? I'll check. 3199 per person, or just £199 each. Deposit today. And remember, all of our offers in this show, just £99 more gets you to Ocean View with us here at Cruise1st. So let's go and check out those upgrades. Just £99 more to go Ocean View. You would, wouldn't you? It's amazing. It's a lovely opportunity. And you're away over Christmas. And remember, your cruise is all inclusive as well, with your classic drinks and Wi-Fi. You want to know any more? You want to get booked up right now? Call us 0800 953 4700, and remember, that is a totally free call. So pick up the phone and make it. You can call us 7 days a week as well, by the way, which is brilliant.
Now, I've got a quick reminder, because basically now our shows are now on every day on Freeview channel 89. So please spread the word every day from 1 to 4 in the afternoons. It's really, really exciting news. Tell everybody.
Yes, let everybody know. I went round to all of my neighbours the other day and said, right, well, 89, if you've only got Freeview, 89, 1 till 4 in the afternoon. And then you'll be booking a cruise. Right, next we're heading for Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia. And we're starting by joining one of the biggest New Year's celebrations in the world by flying out on the 29th of December next year over to Singapore to see in 2026, whenever that is, with a 4-night hotel stay. And they do celebrations in Singapore for New Year like you wouldn't believe, because they have lots of rooftop bars and restaurants and places right up high where you can see. They have big music festivals going on. Of course, they have big fireworks to ring in the new year. What an exciting place to be. Or, of course, you could just stay at home and walk to the soggy village green with a sparkler.
Which would you like to do? Oh, I think I know the answer. So after enjoying Singapore, which we know you will, you're going to join Celebrity Millennium. For this wonderful, wonderful part of the holiday. I mean, we've just been saying how lovely Celebrity is, in that it's like a warm hug. I think the things that stand out for me is I just think it looks so beautiful. I think they are styled really, really nicely. I like how modern it is, how sleek it is, how clean it is. You've got that wonderful spa, really, really known for their spa treatments on board. When I was on board with Celebrity, they did facials, and they were gold leaf facials, where they actually put gold leaf on your face.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what the therapeutic properties were, but you know,
looks amazing,
it
darling.
sounds very luxurious, doesn't it, on board? Something you really like to enjoy. The food, there's just so many different food offerings, whether you just want a slice of pizza and a bit of salad, or whether you want to go for that real upscale dining. They've got a bit of everything, really.
And the thing I just kind of feel like I want to say with Celebrity as well, it is a 5-star ship. And it is a luxury ship, but that word luxury gets bandied around far too easily for my liking these days. But remember the first time you went on the train and you thought, you know what, there's a good deal on getting a first class ticket down to London or wherever, and you go into the first class coach thinking, oh blimey, now I'm going to have to behave myself here. I'm going to have to dress in a different way, I'm going to have to behave in a different way. And then you sit in your seat and you enjoy all the lovely food coming to you and everything else, and you think, well, this is lovely. Why haven't I done this before? It's so lovely. Like, I am very much at home here. It's nice. Remember the first time maybe you go on a flight and you turn left rather than right, and you go into the, you know, the big, you know, lovely. celebrity is like that. It is something which you can really, really settle into and enjoy very, very quickly.
But feel at home.
Yes, because it's not just for Lord and Lady What.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's for all of us.
Well, this is the thing, whether you want to get really, really dressed up and have a beautiful, 5-star kind of evening, and that's your bag, or whether for you it is just, putting on your shorts and your flip-flops, and that's your idea of a fantastic night. That's what you can do with celebrity. They've really got it for everyone. It is about relaxing, enjoying yourself, but equally, if you want to get involved, there's incredible shows in the evening. I mean, their theatre, I was lucky enough to go backstage and meet some of the performers when I was on board, and it's amazing meeting them and actually seeing, what they actually do behind the scenes. Really wonderful. Just such a lovely, lovely cruise line celebrity. We really do enjoy it. So we're going to be cruising into Phuket, where we start things off with an overnight on board in port. Here you've got Patong Beach. It's probably the most famous beach. It's known for a really lively atmosphere, water sports, and as you're there overnight, there's quite a lively nightlife as well, if that's your thing. If not, you can escape back to the ship, don't worry. Langkawi is next. Now here you've got Underwater World Langkawi, which is the most incredible aquarium with marine life from Southeast Asia, but it's got the hugest, wonderful walk-through tunnel. Can you imagine that, with seeing all the beautiful sea life? Penang is next. You've got an overnight on board in port here. Here is Kek Lok Si Temple. Now, it's one of the largest Buddhist temples in Southeast Asia. Just beautiful to see, so serene. You can climb to the top of the pagoda. You've got incredible views. You can explore the temple complex, and there's a most amazing giant bronze statue of Kuan Yin as well. On to Kuala Lumpur next. Now here, head to the Batu Caves. It's a limestone hill. There's a series of caves and Hindu temples. There's 272 steps to the main cave, which is Cathedral Cave. There's Dark Cave. You can go on tours or just admire it. Absolutely beautiful. A couple of days at sea, and it's Selakamboang. Here you have got Jitchit Waterfall. Now it's a beautiful waterfall nestled in lush jungle. Very, very beautiful. There's a bit of a hike there as well if you're feeling a bit more active while you're on this holiday. Lombok is next. Here, Mount Rinjani. Now it's the second highest volcano in Indonesia. It's known for its challenging trekking trails if you feel like it. There's a gorgeous, stunning crater lake as well. Or perhaps you just want to relax while you're there. It's up to you. Next, you're going to Bali, where you're going to come off the cruise ship, and it's your flight home.
It is lovely. It's a very, very similar package in some ways to the first one. It's certainly the same cruise itinerary, pretty much there or thereabouts. But with this one, you stay, whereas the previous one, you did the cruise and then you stayed in Bali at the end. With this one, you stay in Singapore over New Year in a hotel there, and then do the cruise and then fly back from Bali, which I'm going to have to say right now, in the first one, I said it would be a shame to almost arrive in Bali and then fly back. So if you want some time in Bali as well, just talk to the team. So this is for next December. Always a popular package, this one. Low deposits today of just £199 each. And remember what's included here in the deal. The flight out to Singapore, 4 nights in a hotel there to celebrate seeing in 2026 in style. And they really do it in style in Singapore. Then your 12-night cruise on Celebrity Millennium with your drinks and your Wi-Fi included. Again, it's Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia with overnight stays in Thailand and Penang. End the cruise in Bali and then fly back to the UK. In fact, it's nigh on pretty much the same price as that first Christmas offer, in fact, just a little higher, 3,299. And remember, low deposit on that today. And if you want to upgrade to Ocean View on this one, again, special offer from us here at Cruise1st, just another £99 will take you to Ocean View. Here's the other upgrades as well. And of course, if you do want to add a stay in Bali, which, who wouldn't? If you haven't been there before, here with this one, obviously, you do all of your celebrating in Singapore in a hotel there, and then do the lovely cruise, which is beautiful, which ends in Bali, and then you fly back to the UK. But if you want some time in Bali, I can't think why you wouldn't want to, then just talk to the team and we'll add a stay on for you. And remember, if you add it with us, the whole thing's protected. We're APTA bonded, we're ATOL protected, which means that, the whole of your holiday spend is protected as a package when you book it with us. And these days, I'm never quite confident in making my own arrangements with almost anything. I would rather hand that over to someone else. So if you want to know more, 0800 953 4700. We're celebrating 25 years in the business early next year. And honestly, through thick and thin, we have been there for you. Right, we're going to take you back in time time now and follow one of the oldest spice trade routes in the world as we cruise from Malaysia to incredible India. Now, our Cruise First package of 17 nights starts on the 23rd of January in 2026. And again, we started off over in Singapore, 3 nights in a hotel to drink in this incredible city. Third time in this show we've been to Singapore. What would you love to do most, Polly?
Well, my sister was telling me, because I didn't have time to say it earlier, it was about the Louis Vuitton shop. You sort of enter through the shopping centre, you go underground, you come up, and she said it's its own private island. I mean, you don't actually have to buy anything, but she said it is the most glamorous, exclusive, to be in this sort of very luxurious shop on its private island. But there's so much more. We're looking at gardens by the bay there, just incredible. We could talk for hours about Singapore, but I'm afraid we don't have time. Now we need to talk about Celebrity Millennium, because that is who you're going to be cruising with. And I think we're sort of getting familiar now with what Celebrity is all about. I think, like I was saying, my first ever sort of step into the cruising world was with Celebrity. And the main thing, so if you haven't cruised before, these might be the things that crossed your mind, was a bit like, oh, how big is it? Is it going to be too big or is it going to be too small? You know, I was like, wow, there's enough space for us all here. This is lovely. And I always thought as well before cruising about staterooms, what they'd be like. Would it kind of feel, should I say, will it feel a bit caravan-y? That was always what I had in my head. Oh,
well, that's a good point, because, you know, some people do have that picture
these strange
in their
expectations.
Mind. They think that the walls are paper thin, you can hear everything that's going on, and, you know, it's all a little bit kind of budget. You know, the restaurants are nice and everything else, but getting to the rooms and it's a different matter. They are beautiful, honestly. I mean,
and I'm fussy.
Incredible. Well, let's just say you have expectations.
I do.
The beds and the bedding, absolutely amazing, immaculately made up for you every day of your cruise as well. You have your own private bathroom, because I know people still think that you share bathrooms on cruise ships. You don't. You have your own bathroom, which is spacious, has a wonderful rainfall shower, which is incredible. Lots of amenities included.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
You know, you don't really wish for anything.
No, not at all. So that part of it was blown away. And at the amount of dining options, because as well you might think, gosh, I'm away for so long. Is it going to get repetitive? Not at all. I mean, we're just looking at a glimpse of how many different restaurants there are on board. And as we've said already, there's like everything from, you know, having that really fancy in your best dress, or whether you're just having a burger or a pizza, or going to the buffet. You know, you've got that while you're there as well. It's
not the chicken or fish that you might think. That it might be. Things have moved on. There are
you have to cater for vegan people.
Mighty choices. Yeah, exactly. Dietary requirements as well. You know, everyone is catered for on board, which is superb. You will love it. Honestly, if you've never been on a celebrity cruise, give it a try, you will come back feeling like, oh, actually, I do feel a bit like a celebrity now.
Yeah, can I book my next one?
Yes.
Is what you're going to be thinking. So we're going to Penang in Malaysia, which is known as the Pearl of the Orient. Now, this island's rainforest and waterfall-clad mountains, sounds amazing, form the backdrop to beautiful sandy beaches. Lovely. We're going to Phuket in Thailand next. Now, you've got gorgeous beaches here. You've got 19th century Chinese, and then you've got Western architecture as well. But the Buddhist temples are just absolutely stunning, well worth exploring, very serene and just really beautiful. A couple of days at sea, and it's next to Hambantota in Sri Lanka. Here, Rijiyama Park looks so much fun. You've got a safari-like experience. You've got 500 acres divided into several animal zones. You've got local and exotic animals roaming freely within the park. Well worth visiting. Colombo in Sri Lanka next. Now, shopping-wise, you can get the most amazing sapphires while you're here. Does that sound good? If you want a bit of culture, maybe you want to go and visit the Gangarama Maya Buddhist temple. Again, just beautiful. Cochin in India is next, and you've got an overnight on board in port. Here you can experience traditional Kerala dance drama performances. Go and see a show. You can see the costumes, the makeup, the expressive dance moves that depict ancient stories and legends of their culture. That sounds a little bit different, doesn't it? A day at sea, you'll arrive in Mumbai in India, where again you've got an overnight on board in port. And this is lovely because you want to be there day and night, because you can watch the sunset at the Gateway of India, the Mumbai Taj, tour the city on a rickshaw if you want to. It's a big deal in India. Great way to see the city. Just a really, really vibrant, exciting place. After that overnight, I'm afraid, the holiday ends and we'll fly you home.
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about this. It's a wonderful package. You could actually team this up with our Golden Triangle tour that we talk a lot about here on Cruise1st TV as well, because of course you're finishing in Mumbai. You're an hour internal flight over to Delhi there, where you could pick up a Golden Triangle tour and go and see the Taj Mahal and Delhi and Jaipur as well. Just an idea if you want to make it a really epic holiday. So again, we're looking forward to January in 2026 here, locking in our price today for a low deposit of just £199 each. That's the flight out to Singapore from the UK. 3 nights in a hotel there on this package, and then your 12-night Spice Route cruise on Celebrity Millennium through Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka to India, with overnights in Cochin and Mumbai, and then of course your flight back from Mumbai. Here's your price tag for this one. This is epic, actually. This is really, really good for the amount of travel, and just, you know, anything that involves India, you start looking at the prices to travel, because it's big distances, and you know, it starts really racking up. So to have that cruise and the stay in Singapore, definitely think of talking to our team about adding a Golden Triangle tour if you've not seen the Taj Mahal and you want to really deep dive into Delhi as well. Wonderful. Remember, it's only £99 more to go ocean view on this as well. So let's check out the upgrades, because that's based on Inside on Celebrity Millennium. There's your ocean view, just £99 more. There's your tempting balcony at just £199 more. I mean, when you're spending this kind of money on a holiday like this, you think actually an extra £199 for all the benefits that a balcony brings. You know, being able to see the view 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And I think when you're going to a part of the country where it's warm, you want to get outside and enjoy it, don't you?
Definitely. And maybe enjoy breakfast or, you know, a nice romantic dinner out on your balcony as well. It's all possible when you're on a celebrity cruise. Talking about what's included in this price, by the way, classic drinks package and Wi-Fi for your cruise are part of the deal here as well. So it really is the most amazing value for money. You know, the amount of people who say to me, you know what, I book all my cruises with Cruise1st because you always get me the best deal, you always get me the best price. It's all we do. You know, that it's kind of the clues in our name, Cruise1st. We are not, you know, so-and-so travel. You know, we don't deal with, you know, 2 weeks in Torremolinos and, you know, ski trips to, you know, the Matterhorn and whatever. We don't do all of that. We specialise in cruise holidays, but we combine them with exciting stays and tours around the world, because we've got a massive buying power. Our parent company are international. We've got 2 or 3 bases on Australia and others around Europe as well. So collectively, we have a massive, massive buying power, and it works in your favour. Honestly, I can't tell you how busy our team are in the background constantly. As soon as a cruise itinerary is released, it might be 2.5 years away, we'll be straight in there making a package that gets you the best value for money, and we come up trumps every time.
We can, and that's the wonderful thing about cruising. You can really plan ahead.
Yeah.
With a regular holiday, you know, it's flights only, you know, come out whenever and so on. But with cruising, you can really, really plan ahead and have all your holidays and all your budget and everything like that done. So if you are thinking of celebrating, planning, or having a special holiday, definitely book with us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, more ways to watch us now as well. Freeview channel 89 from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. We are there now every day. Please let everybody know, because it's amazing that so many more people can come and join the party here at Cruise1st TV, because the more people book with us, the better deals we get in the future. It really is a win-win situation. From Polly and myself now, for now though, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.